What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. Nigerian president is trying to dissolve the labor union. Really? In a democratic country? That means there will be no other national body that can stand up against the government when it does something wrong. Mr. Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan, you know, I always forget about the PhD. The PhD thing is very important. So yeah, Dr. Jonathan, you really need to wake up because this is 2012, okay? Why don't you keep doing what you've always done, you know? Because we all know that the labor union in Nigeria, they easily, you know, sell out. And we know that you like to buy one and get one free. You know what I mean? Once you buy NLC, you easily get the consent of TUC. Okay, so why don't you know, just keep buying one and getting one free, doing what you've always done, and at least it will look like we're a democratic country. The other day, the federal government of Nigeria announced that they want to stop internet streaming, you know, like what I'm doing right now. It's like, once again, this is 2012 and the world is actually moving forward. Even in countries where the president doesn't have a PhD, there's actually freedom of press. Okay, you know, I'm not really worried about Nigeria blocking internet streaming. You know why? Because somebody will embezzle the money that they are supposed to use for that. You know, we all know they have a reputation for embezzlement, and I know somebody somewhere will embezzle the money that they are supposed to use for that project. So we don't need to worry about that. You know, with Nigerian politicians, anything is possible. Like the woman Haruma Oteye, the Director General of Security and Exchange Commission, she spends like 850,000 naira on food in one day. Okay, that's like $6,000 on food in one day. What did she eat? Probably, you know, she probably had like gold for breakfast, silver for lunch, diamond for dinner. Oh Lord, I love Nigerian politicians. With them, anything is possible. And she spent about 30 million naira on hotel bills within 8 months. Okay, that is more than 190,000 US dollars on hotel bills in 8 months. Wouldn't it be nice if they give her the project, you know, to stop the online streaming? That would be nice because it's not gonna happen. So I'm sure you've all heard about Coding 2012. You know, the 30-minute video about Uganda. You've seen it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. By the way, did you know that the maker of that movie, Jason Russell, the one with his son, he was arrested in San Diego. Guess what? He was drunk and masturbating in the public. I'm sorry, but I'm a Christian woman. It's so hard for me to say things like that, but yes. He was arrested for masturbating in the public while he was drunk and he was undressing himself. I mean, if you're gonna go about telling the world to save Uganda, you should be more responsible, right? Anyway, so his video about Uganda, in case you've not seen it, is about the warlord in Uganda, Joseph Kony, who's known for abducting like 30,000 children into his army. Now, there are some things you need to know before you continue to make donations to Invisible Children. That's the name of the organization. Yeah, number one, Kony left Uganda about 6 years ago. Okay, the last time anybody had anything about Kony was like 6 years ago. The second thing is, this footage does not represent the present day Uganda. Children are back to school. Uganda is peaceful. Nobody goes to bed wondering, oh my God, what will happen before morning? Would Kony take my child? That is not happening. The third thing you should know is that the company that made this video, they call themselves Invisible Children. They make about $13 million every year. And about 30% of this goes to the cause. I really don't know what the cause is, okay, because Uganda is peaceful right now. There is no more Kony. I wonder where the money is going, you know. And about 70% goes to managerial expenditure. What is managerial expenditure? Excuse me. I hate when somebody tries to paint Africa as a hopeless, helpless, and unsafe continent so that they can look good. And yes, it is a continent, not a country. If you really want to go after the bad guys, whatever happened to Museveni? You know, what happened to Kagame? I mean, what about Mugabe? Yeah, he's a bad guy. Now, you should know that Ugandans hate this movie. When this movie was shown in an open place in Uganda, the people were so angry they were throwing rocks at the projector. That's how bad it was. Well, speaking of of Mugabe, do you guys know he's been crowned the King of Kings of Africa? They did the same thing to Gaddafi when he was alive. You know, those African thieves, I mean, chiefs or kings, whatever they call themselves, they crowned Gaddafi as, you know, the African King of Kings. And they presented him with this gown that they said used to belong to Gaddafi. I think they were lying because knowing Gaddafi, I don't think he would have given up the robe when he was alive. And did they have access to his closet after he died? I don't think so. I think they just made up a new robe and, you know, they wanted Mugabe to feel like he's very important. So they made a new robe and told him it's the same one that Gaddafi was wearing. Yeah. You would think that Mugabe would remember what happened to the last King of Kings of Africa and, you know, wake up that maybe these guys are trying to kill me, you know, but unfortunately nobody tells him the truth. So he's very happy being the next King of Kings of Africa. The thumbs up this week goes to an 80-year-old South African woman known as Hazel Sommer. She was honored for 62 years of perfect driving record. She had no traffic fine whatsoever. Isn't that wonderful? That deserves an award, you know. But you know, some people in South Africa could care less about having a perfect driving record. In fact, as far as they're concerned, it's wrong to drive or use anything that uses fossil fuel. They are protesting our dependence on fossil fuel. And to make their voices heard, they decided to bike naked. They call it the World Naked Bike Ride. It's an annual demonstration against human dependence on fossil fuel. The thumbs down this week goes to the president of Malawi, who recently announced that the people in Malawi should stop patronizing independent media because they are saying bad things about him. How ridiculous is that? In a democratic country, can you imagine? He says nobody should buy the newspapers from independent media and nobody should advertise with them. Not only that, he's fining journalists £1,000 when they say something bad about him, and he's ready to arrest them and put them in jail. Can you see how democratic some presidents can be? Before I leave today, I want you guys to see a little bit of Benin Republic. Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'ma see y'all later. Peace out.
Welcome to First View Luxury Hotel. At First View Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit First View Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin First Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 080-7578-7135 or 080-9990-0601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.firstviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. First View Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.